Okay, hello YouTube subscribers and just YouTube watchers. This is another update on the 20 gallon. It's going to be a tank that I'm going to be focusing on right now, just for the next couple weeks. So, I decided to add some fake spiral valve to the tank just to fill out the area. And it doesn't look all that bad for a fake plant anyway. That's the reason why I use it. It was the most realistic looking fake plant I got. And it just adds a bit of filler effect right in here, so the fish can kind of hide back behind that jungle area if they want. Never get spooked. And since my hygrophila was potted, it hasn't taken off right now because it's still basically in shock from being moved and stuff. And as well as for me letting it float for a week too, which wasn't that smart. But yeah, so this tank, the rescaping is pretty much done. I got rid of most of the snails. I dumped a bunch of them in the 75 gallon tank, and those ones didn't really survive. And as well, I killed off a bunch by heat shock. So I'm down to about 20 or so snails in here. I'm going to make sure their population doesn't explode again. And I'm still not sure what I'm going to do with all these guppies, because there's about a dozen, I'd say about between a dozen and 20 of them, so there's probably about 15 or 16 guppies in here. And there's 4 juveniles that within the next month or so should be adults. So they're taking up a lot of space in my 20 gallon tank, and unfortunately I think I'm going to have to trade them off at some point. And finally, I'm setting up a new 5 gallon tank, which is going to be for a beta. And one thing that kind of pissed me off yesterday was I found one of my nicer pieces of driftwood that I had stored outside in my parents' garden. I cleaned it off and all that, and it just floats like crazy, so I had to anchor it down with this big hunkin' rock, and that made me put another big hunkin' rock, and then another big hunkin' rock, just to even it out. But overall, I think the aquascape's alright. And the water right now looks awful, because it is basically pretty... the tannins just leached out of the wood really quickly and that. As well, I think I didn't clean the wood off all that good, so I'm going to let this sit here for a while, and then we're probably going to strip the water out. And instead of cycling the tank, I'm just going to take 5 gallons of water from my 75 gallon and dump in here. So, thanks for watching. Please rate, comment, and subscribe.